saw you upgraded Val's corrosion resistance, immunity to shock, plasma reloading. That's why I hate automechs. They're so high maintenance.
I breathe for my neighbors. I aim, I watch in his lane. I know I am right. He's our shining light. The sovereign deserves all your love.
Look, if the Protectorate are massacring their own soldiers, it ain't our business. Let's just get what we came for and get out of here.
That's all we must do. That's why I love my sovereign.
Wholesome programming played at a reasonable volume. You're listening to Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. Hark, your unneeded reminder that the system provides for your every need. Not just an abundance of nourishment, but also power. Consider the Protectorate Wind Tower. Stare in amazement at this technological wonder, based on a schematic devised in a single afternoon by the Sovereign. It generates unlimited electrical power to our flawless facilities, such as the Vox Relay Communications Platform. Far more energy than the Vox requires. Much is held in reserve. How foolish of the corporatist invaders to think they stand a chance against such technology. Surely this proves the superiority of our system.
And now this.
More music to aid in your earnest rumination of portentous societal responsibilities. A small sampling of Protectorate Abundance.
Fulfilling your protectorate duties shouldn't get in the way of 3 nourishful meals a day. Seek instant sustenance with Prestige Borscht Loaf. Only the purest natural ingredients, congealed into... an appealing loaf shape, so it's ready to eat with or without heat. Prestige Borscht Loaf. It's contentment in a can.
Intriguing items engagingly described. What's up next? Here's a song for you to enjoy while you solemnly reflect on your sworn duty to our idyllic society.
Turning in. After several days, months, and even years, nothing fills my heart with joy like turning in my peers. Everything is meant to be aligned and working well. Nobody should fall behind, lest I'm the one to tell. 'Tis neighborly to make an effort and a test, calmly speaking to authority at their behest. Glancing through the cracks and spaces round the door frame, keeping tabs and notes on people can be like a game. Celebrate the good one, turn in those who stole. It should be no simple thing to do. Be the merry one who makes the call. Celebrate the submissive who stick to their routine. It should be a no simple thing to do. Turning in your relatives, your friends, your peers, and more. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for. If you see a person sleeping at their station, reporting them will only help improve their dedication. If you see a person with questions much too deep, go and tell on them while they are peacefully asleep. Celebrate the good ones, turn in those who stole. It should be a no simple thing to do. Be the merry one who makes the call. Celebrate the submissive who stick to their routine. It should be a no simple thing to do. Turning in your relatives, your friends, your peers, and more. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for.
You're listening to the Sovereign's favorite music, non-stop, all day, all night. Next up, music to invigorate your mind so you can serve the greater good at a brisk pace with a true adherence zeal.
Yeah.
Sanctioned wireless. Social guidance and approved messaging, punctuated by acceptable music.
Neighbors, cease all leisure activities. Our sovereign is here with another cupboard full of wisdom with his golden bestowment. Report anyone seen ignoring this broadcast.
My dear subjects, I speak to you personally in this time of conflict because I know my voice brings you comfort. Yet those who trespass against us are no cause for concern. I must now return my focus to loftier matters of state, but I entrust my consul to speak on the war effort and set all of your minds at ease. Consul Thoreau?
Thank you, Sovereign. Neighbors, fear not the corporatists at our gates. They present no threat to our way of life. No more than the odd cultist or those turncoats of the Order. Our enemies covet our abundance. Such avarice is a rabid wolf clawing at the door. When the people hunger for more, they will cut down their own brethren to sate their appetites. If we are to continue building the great perfection we've set our hearts and minds to, we cannot abide even a crack in our foundation. That is all it takes for such scourge to work its way in. Vigilance is a virtue. Be wary of trespassers. Their ideologies can be corrosive to the vital cogs in our clockwork. More than ever, remain watchful of your neighbors. Better to be safe than seditious. Report any odd behaviors. My sentinels are never far, always watching,
always listening.
Now, on to other matters. Our station offers only the best in music for Protectorate subjects. It's your due, because our way is superior to others.
Our system is supplied, the best ever to be had. It's perfection perfected. Our paradigm is ironclad. To do your job is a virtue. Every heart is a call, and every subject ensures a glorious bounty for all. To inform on your neighbor is thoughtful. If their zeal shows deficiency, quick mental tune-ups may be all that they need to resume peak efficiency. You're the center of our system. You're what fuels our mighty flame. We share successes and failures, even when you're to blame. It is here that we thrive. It's out there they all fail. We must trust our community. It's only then that we prevail as one perfect union. A simple people so whole. To be right and unbreakable, that is our ultimate goal. We all trust in each other. By rules we abide, working as commanded to, side by side.
Gather around the receiver with your neighbors. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless, your trusted source for wholesome melodies and inspiring reports on community goings-on.
Prudence dictates. Our betters always know best, which is why our trusted counsel now joins us to share his unconfidential
Aggressors
on
near.
a painful topic, the traitorous order.
My fellow Arcadians, it is well known that the Order of the Ascendant abandoned us when corporatist invaders arrived in Arcadia. Yet why? The roots of their betrayal reach deep. To when Ruth Bassar ascended to presiding bishop, she was jealous of the zeal our sovereign instills in
Be careful, Commander.
envy heralded a shift in order priorities.
Reconvene.
Contributions were always
Disruptive influences.
scientism in the name of
Firearms. That
universal
covers
the gulf between protecting and the order.
Can you heal? Out of sight and on the way. Someone call for a medic.
thus to share his unvarnished knowledge of a painful topic, the traitorous Order.
My fellow Arcadians, it is well known that the Order of the Ascendant, largest invaders, arrived in Arcadia. Yet why? The roots of their betrayal reached deep. To Bassar ascended to presiding bishop. She was jealous of the zeal our sovereign instills in his faithful subjects. Bassar's envy heralded a shift in order priorities, a dereliction of scientific duty to pursue more selfish ambitions. The tumult of invasion gave them a reason to abandon us. Their contributions were always exaggerated. They practiced junk science.
Guns cocked and loose. Just give the signal.
Looking pretty steep, Commander. Someone call for a medic. Out of sight and on the way.
Ain't just shooting the thin air.
Their own overlord.
Well, that
Realign with the paradigm.
because our way is superior.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander. Back in business. Not exactly up for that right now.
Thus to share his unvarnished knowledge of a painful topic, the traitorous Order.
My fellow Arcadians, it is well known that the Order of the Ascendant abandoned us when corporatist invaders arrived in Arcadia. Yet the roots of their betrayal reached deep. To when Ruth Bassar ascended to presiding bishop.
Ready to waste. On your command.
Zeal our sovereign instilled in his faithful subjects. Bassar's the tumult of invasion. Their contribution.
Wait low, Commander. Medic's order.
Equations, ignoring the guiding light of a paradigm, which always
Getting hit. Out of sight and on the way. Someone call for a medic.
Find you decamp directly.
Recommencing on
is math worship. We left them.
Recommencing.
Composed, performed. Excessively high standards.
You put slow, Commander. Commander. I'm a little busy bleeding out.
Thus to share his unvarnished knowledge of a painful topic, The traitorous Order.
My fellow Arcadians, it is well known that the Order of the Ascendant abandoned us when corporatist invaders arrived in Arcadia. Yet why? The roots of their betrayal reach deep, to when Ruth Bassar ascended to presiding bishop. She was jealous of the zeal our sovereign instills in his faithful subjects. Bassar's envy heralded a shift in Order priorities, a dereliction of scientific duty to pursue more selfish ambitions. The tumult of invasion gave them an opportunity to abandon us. Their contributions were always exaggerated. They practiced junk scientism in the name of hokum, grand plans, universal equations, ignoring the guiding light of our paradigm, which always foretold the gulf between Protectorate faithful and the Order. In truth, those math worshippers didn't abandon us. We left them to rot in their own overwrought thought.
Now you know all you need to know, so on we go. Here's a little number to get your feet tapping and your minds meditating on the perfection of Protectorate society.
When the outside tries its best to disrupt us, and the sentinels will always heed the call. It's a blessing for us here, but a curse for those who near. Sending the sentinels for us all. When faithless subjects try to corrupt us, our guardians will always make them fall.
Instruction and a restorative cup.
Guns locked and loaded. Just give the signal.
They're full of strength and power. The streets when they fight,
Let me know when you need.
sending the sentinel for soul. Whether inside, sending the sentinel for soul.
Catch me up, then we'll talk.
Sentinel for us all. La,
Shifting to 11. Back in business.
What are they up to? Not rocking this off. Stay back up.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Give the signal.
They will always win. Sending the sentinels for
Help me end this fight on my feet.
when the outside tries to invade.
The idea is to kill them before you die.
Fall. The heroes of the hour, they're full of strength and power. Send in the sentinels for us all. Send them in, they will always win. Send in the sentinels for us all. La 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 la. When the outside tries its best,
Gotta keep moving, Commander.
What is it?
our champions will cleanse the streets.
All right, but we best do this quick.
Our paradigm preserved when they fight and die and serve. Send in the sentinels for us all. Whether inside or out, there is never a doubt. Send in the sentinels for us all. Send in the sentinels for us all. La 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 la.
Gather around the receiver with your neighbors. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless, your trusted source for wholesome melodies and inspiring reports on community goings-on.
Dear neighbors, gather round the wireless for this multi-part chat with a man possessing a commanding yet comforting vocal timbre, Emery Thoreau, more simply known as the Consul. Greetings, Consul. Now you are more than just our beloved sovereign's dear friend. You are his right hand.
Not quite his right hand, Prudence. His firm hand. I enforce his benevolence.
And you enforce it.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Saying thank you for your service. It must be such a burden.
Not a... All subjects rest.
Charging voltage.
Changing magazine. Get me go-getting again.
The idea is to kill them before you die.
Taking cover.
You're the one you need to worry about.
Offensive measures initiated. Contact reestablished.
Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Side tries its best to invade us. Our champions will cleanse the streets,
Don't cock the nose.
dying preserved when they fight and die and serve.
Come on out. It's not a big gender.
Sentinels. For us all. In
Got a distraction for you. Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Side tries its best to invade us.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Looking a little woozy here, Commander.
Die and serve. Send in sentinels.
my back.
Replenishing my bucket.
Getting away. On your command. Rehaul the head.
Back in business.
Abundant entertainment delivered with acceptably reassuring inflection. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless.
Dear neighbors, gather round the wireless for this multi-part chat with a man possessing a commanding yet comforting vocal timbre, Emery Thoreau, more simply known as the Consul. Greetings, Consul. Just our beloved sovereign's dear friend. You are his right hand.
Not quite his right hand, Prudence. His firm hand. I enforce his benevolence.
And you enforce it subjects when I say thank you for your service. It must be such a burden.
Not at all. I have help from the Sentinels, of course. All subjects rest easy knowing these agents walk hidden among us, forever vigilant for despoilers of our perfect life. I have bestowed them with the authority to serve and protect all faithful subjects. Only wrongdoers have anything to fear. Thus my sentinels free me to fulfill my own purpose.
A purpose we've kept you from overlong. Thank you for inspiring us, Consul. Before you go, might I ask you to sing a bit of Gloria Arcadia in your wonderful baritone?
No, I know full well what would happen if I broke into song. I will only be torturing the sovereign subjects.
Oh, and there he goes. The Consul has just walked out of the studio. But fret not, neighbors. You will hear his inspiring voice on these airwaves again. Now on to other matters. Another beauteous melody granted by the grace of the sovereign.
Watch any neighbors talking low. Watch any neighbors eating slow. Pay close attention everywhere you go. Everyone staying in the know. Who watches the watchers? You and me forever. Who watches the watchers? We don't want together. Watch any neighbors who oversleep. Any neighbors who suffer close their feet. Not deny the rector band alive. And we
What now? An intruder. Of course. I was warned the paradigm would test me, and here you have arrived. And Corbin. By your presence, am I to understand that you've turned renegade as well? Of all the serpents writhing beneath my boot, you were the last I expected to strike at me.
The only renegade here is you, Umberto. You forced my hand through your paranoia and cruelty.
I'm killing traitors, seditionists. I am purging our prized garden of chokeweed and all manner of slithering things. My methods may seem callous, but a swift response to treason is necessary to prevent this crisis from worsening. Auntie's choice. Bah! The invaders are vacuous opportunists dead from the cholera. They would not have found purchase here if not for the festering rot already in our soil.
Festering rot. Hell of a way to speak of your own forces, Brigadier.
Or perhaps your auntie's choice simply lacks the standards to separate out mediocrity. Nevertheless, I am not afraid to speak what's true. Our great protectorate has lost its way. Years of comfort and plenty without stricter enforcement have softened us, made us weak, undisciplined. If only the sovereign heeded his consul's wisdom, he could restore the protectorate's honor, instead of shaming his forebears by leaving such a grave task to others like myself.
Protectorate-sanctioned wireless presents
The vanquished have no say in history. If I prove myself valorous before the end, who shall remain to argue against the means? Certainly not you.
It's as I feared. You really have gone beyond the reach of all reason and honor. Perfection, lockstep with the paradigm. Previously on Red Cloak, our hero courageously withstood the materialistic temptations. It was a lingering hope, nothing more. I don't suppose you have anything more to add, something that might further our purpose? Now would be the time to deploy it. To abandon their consumerist addictions, the traitorous forces of the Order arrived to take custody of her, aided by her... You incompetent! I asked you to do one thing!
Trusting the enemy to do your bidding. You always were a guileless fool, Corbin. Were it up to me, I would sentence you to the slow and painful traitor's death you deserve. But given the circumstances, your extinction must come quicker. Guards, purge this loathsome treasonist and his odious ally from my sight. Leave none alive.
Suddenly, consumers
back in business.
Don't make me bury another Asian.
Back in business.
indoctrinated into the chaos of the Order and their grand plan.
Not true. Return with me for mental refreshment. Your family must come too, just to be thorough. We...
Greedy corporatists. I'm certain my reformed Order allies will overlook your lapse in judgment if you turn it. But
Friend, you are his right hand.
Not quite his right hand, Prudence. His firm hand. I enforce his benevolence.
And you enforce it so faithfully. I'm sure I speak for all subjects when I say thank you for your service. It must be such a burden.
Not at all. I have help from the Sentinels, of course. All subjects rest easy knowing these agents walk hidden among us, forever vigilant for despoilers of our perfect life. I have bestowed them with the authority to serve and protect all faithful subjects. Only wrongdoers have anything to fear. Thus my Sentinels free me to fulfill my own purpose.
A purpose we've kept you from over long. Thank you for inspiring us, Consul. Before you go, might I ask you to sing a bit of Gloria Arcadia in your wonderful baritone?
No full well what would happen if I broke into song. I will only be torturing the sovereign subjects.
Oh, and there he goes. The Consul has just walked out of the studio. But fret not, neighbors. You will hear his inspiring voice on these airwaves again. Now you know all you need to know, so on we go. Here's a little number to get your feet tapping and your mind meditating on the perfection of Protectorate society.
Appears our good brigadier is being guided by someone else's hand. You wager that influence is what pushed him over the edge? Now's not really the time for a chat. You need something?
It's safe inside the mold, so just do as you know.
gather around the receiver with your neighbors. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless, your trusted source for wholesome melodies and inspiring reports on community goings-on.
Savor this moment, neighbors. Our beneficent sovereign has deemed it time for another splendiferous speech, or as we are obliged to call it, his golden bestowment.
Such a wonderful Prudence. She truly is everyone's perfect neighbor. Which brings me to the topic of this bestowment. Neighborliness. The tie that binds. Like any good neighbor, I fulfill my assigned duty, tirelessly nurturing our perfect system, but its health depends on you as well. The neighbor does whatever it takes to keep their community free of insidious elements that would harm the whole. We must all hold each other accountable in these unprecedented times. So, my beloved subjects, never hesitate to report your concerns. Your neighbors will thank you.
Well, that, as they say, is that. What's next? More music to aid in your earnest rumination of portentous societal responsibilities.
The paradigm would test me, and here you have arrived. And Corbin. By your presence, am I to understand that you've turned renegade as well? Of all the serpents writhing beneath my boot, you were the last I expected to strike at me.
The only renegade here is you, Umberto. You forced my hand through your paranoia and cruelty.
I'm killing traitors. Seditionists! I am purging our prized garden of chokeweed and all manner of slithering things. My methods may seem callous, but a swift response to treason is necessary to prevent this crisis from worsening. Auntie's choice. Bah! The invaders are vacuous opportunists dead from the collar up. They would not have found purchase here if not for the festering rot already in our soil.
Festering rot? Hell of a way to speak of your own forces, Brigadier.
Or perhaps your auntie's choice simply lacks the standards to separate out mediocrity. Nevertheless, I am not afraid to speak what's true. Our great protectorate has lost its way. Years of comfort and plenty without stricter enforcement have softened us, made us weak, undisciplined. If only the sovereign heeded his consul's wisdom, he could restore the protectorate's honor,
instead of shaming his forebears by leaving such a grave task to others like myself. He never should have allowed the order to break away. And now he makes himself a recluse when he should be at the head of the proverbial column, leading us against the invaders. If not for the consul, all would fall to ruin. The Protectorate survives not on empty will, but on those with a mind for strategy and the stomach for war.
It's as I feared. You really have gone beyond the reach of all reason and honor. It was a lingering hope, nothing more. I don't suppose you have anything more to add? Something that might further our purpose? Now would be the time to deploy it.
You've got a future writing serials if the whole agent thing don't work out.
I very much doubt that's true. What are you trying to...
How dare you walk into my station and think to impugn me? There are no words to capture my complete and unadulterated loathing for that corporatist creature, Auntie. I'm weary of this pointless palaver. You erred when you aligned yourself with the enemy, Corbin. Shame you will not live long enough to amend this mistake. Guards, purge this loathsome treasonist and his odious ally from my sight. Leave none alive.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander. Recharging as fast as it can, Commander. Back in business.
With or without heat, prestige...
control room. The Vrees must have left some evidence behind. Let's poke around.
Broadcasting reassuring programming in line with the paradigm. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. Hark, your unneeded reminder that the system provides for your every need. Not just an abundance of nourishment, but also power. Consider the Protectorate Wind Tower. Stare in amazement at this technological wonder, based on a schematic devised in a single afternoon by the Sovereign. It generates unlimited electrical current to our flawless facilities, such as the Vox Relay Communications Platform. Far more energy than the Vox requires. Much. How foolish of the corporatist invaders to think they stand a chance against such technology. Surely this proves the superiority of our system. Next up, music to invigorate your mind, so you can serve the greater good at a brisk pace, with a true adherence zeal.
When the outside tries its best to disrupt us, sentinels will always heed the call. It's a blessing for us here, but a curse for those who near. Sending the sentinels for us all. When faithless subjects try to corrupt us, our guardians will always make them fall. The heroes of the hour, they're full of strength and power. Sending the sentinels for us all. Send them in, they will always win. Sending the sentinels for us all.
I don't know who you are or how you accessed my private terminal, but it won't do for prying eyes to have evidence of my activities. I've triggered the Vox Relay failsafe ejection routine. But worry not. After launching, the station will take several minutes to achieve its pre-programmed self-destruct altitude, so you'll have plenty of time to enjoy the ride before your death.
We gotta do something. If the box crashes into Fairfield, it'll kill a whole lot of my people and innocent civilians. Use the control panel. Do the right thing. It's a relief to hear you say so. Go on then, Commander. We're short on time as it is.
There is never a doubt. Sending the sentinels for us all. Send in the sentinels for us all.
solemnly reflect on your sworn duty to our idyllic society.
Ain't no time to conversate. Let's move.
Cutting it close here.
Commander, watch your back!
This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. Essential listening for all subjects. Hark, your unneeded reminder that the system provides for your every need. Not just an abundance of nourishment, but also power. Consider the Protectorate Wind Tower. Stare in amazement at this technological wonder, based on a schematic devised in a single afternoon by the Sovereign. It generates unlimited electrical current to our flawless facilities, such as the Vox Relay Communications Platform. Far more energy than the Vox requires, much is held in reserve. How foolish of the corporatist invaders to think they stand a chance against such technology. Surely this proves the superiority of our system.
Next up,
here's a song for you to enjoy while you solemnly reflect on your sworn duty to our idyllic society.
I hear correctly that you brought us automech parts? Why, thank you kindly, outsider. No, friend. Why, hello. Whatever can I do you for? I assume those are approved Protectorate announcements, correct? With everyone's neighbor prudence and the like? I mean, sorry. Of course they are. Loudspeaker control terminal is in the proclamation station, a few structures over. One with the antenna. I suspect they go there.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it. And the
Much to do, truly. Toughest challenge now is upkeep of key apparatus. If that generator goes, for instance, doubt I have means to fix it. We lose power to charge our mechs, this place is done for. Final nail in the coffin, or similarly minded metaphor of your choosing. Not that the paradigm would allow that, of course. Even if I did ever fall prey to such treacherous whimsy, you think I'd be fool-headed enough to admit it to a stranger? Look like I've been kicked by an automech or something? I mean, void damn. Vigilant Hogarth's still here. No matter how bad it gets, keeps us going. Keeps us right. Folks like him prove the paradigm is aligned with the Architect's plan. Just gotta trust the rightful guidance of the Vigilance and the Sovereign. Think I care more about remuneration than helping my neighbor? Nah, I'd rather live in an honest-to-goodness community than be surrounded by them individualist backstabbers. Sure feel sorry for them. Maybe someday after we, well, utterly crush their forces and disprove their bent philosophy, we can show them all a right, better way to live. What? Oh, yes. Goodbye.
Outsider? Ah, the itinerant stranger returns. If you feel you must.
This This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. Social kindness and approved messaging, punctuated by acceptable music.
Knowing your subjects, I bear sweetness.
You have the gratitude of everybody in Westport. Especially
Sovereign in another installment of his golden bestowment.
Adoring subjects, look around you. Our cupboards runneth over. No table is bare. Neither corporatist invaders nor betrayal by our former brethren shall diminish our abundance. The system abides, and your sovereign provides. Eden's harvests remain bountiful, buoying us with nutrition far superior to the abysmal slurry consumed by our base enemies. Subjects, fill your bellies to maintain your stamina. Thus shall our prosperity strengthen us against those who would rob us of it.
Now you know all you need to know. So on we go. Another song in an expertly curated playlist, picked out explicitly for you, the Sovereign's Chosen.
Wishes away, less than nothing to someone who wants for nothing. There's a caretaker that lead you daily. It is spread out for the beggars and those who are not. Ideas are dangerous and can break you and take you away from the role that you play. Everything is planned in paradise now. It's safe inside the mold, so just do as you're told.
The biological samples within the remains outside are no doubt deteriorating rapidly. I may have to recreate this experiment somewhere else.
You from all your duties. Let the caretakers hand lead you daily. It is spread out for the battles around system. Everything is good and paradise alive. It's safe inside. What to do as you go. Watching and guiding system abiding. Look right in the way. We're never hiding. They stay providing. Do as you're told.
This stretch runs between Fairfield and the Eastern Forward Operating Base. North of here is an old abandoned chapel.
I get the sense you ain't too fond of Auntie's choice. Any reason why?
Maybe on account of them being a giant, malignant corporate entity. Reminds me of the one I grew up under. And that ain't a compliment.
I grew up under a corporation like Auntie's too, Niles. You ain't the only one with a sob story.
Then you might ought to know better than to throw in with Annie's. They're just like those bit-pinching bastards on Triangle. The Earth Directorate had stepped in.
Well, there you have it. The Earth Directorate saved you, huh? Sure as shit didn't save us.
No, suppose not. But you've got choices now. Time for excuses is past.
No signs of corrosion. Exhaust manifold still warm. Come on, baby.
Look the other way.
I can't help you if you don't tell me what's wrong.
Treated you all this time.
This is a humbuggery-free zone. Thank you
I
kindly.
didn't mean that.
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got. Why does even the slightest scintilla of success so elude me? Is it my destiny to fail? I do not seem to compare unfavorably to others.
To invigorate your mind so you can serve the greater good at a brisk pace with a true adherence zeal.
I must ask you to hold still. I thought I smelled gunpowder and blood. Hello again. I'm still quite busy, so make this quick if you please. Yes, I can clearly see that. I'm still up to my lamps and wounded and dying. But I suppose having you expire in front of waiting patients would not do much to instill confidence. I can apply some Antes branded deep wound adhesive, but it's hardly cheap. This may sting a little, or a lot.
And now, the latest word on superior protectorate products.
Fulfilling your protectorate duty shouldn't get in the way of 3 nourishful meals a day. Seek instant sustenance with Prestige Borscht Loaf. Only the purest natural ingredients, congealed into an appealing loaf shape. So it's ready to eat, with or without heat. Prestige Borscht Loaf. It's contentment in a can.
Well, that was thoroughly enriching. Let's continue. Here's a little number to get your feet tapping and your mind meditating on the perfection of Protectorate Society.
Ah, there you are. I was expecting you 4 minutes and 27 seconds ago. But never mind that. I have a missive for you. Highest priority. Recipient's eyes only. All I can tell you is that it is from Arcadia's most judicious custodians, the Order of the Ascendant. I am not privy to any information beyond that. Oh, they did also say it was important. I was tasked 6 months ago to deliver it to whomever ship was at this landing pad at this exact time. Well, 4 minutes ago, like I said. All other questions may be answered by viewing the missive, I expect. Farewell, and as they say, may all your endeavors come to fruition. Best of luck to you.
Long ago, the matriarch devised the paradigm plan to support a bounteous life for all Protectorate subjects. From the tender fillet in your latest meal, down to this exquisite next song.
Time to watch whatever it was the messenger had for us.
Greetings, Agent of the Earth Directorate. I am Ruth Bassar, presiding Bishop of the Order of the Ascendant. At this time, I can only presume you think us your enemy, directly responsible for your colleague Augustine DeVries' actions way back on Horizon Point. I assure you, we were not. A splinter group was behind that heresy. The collective of scientists and scholars I lead are committed to elevating humanity by pursuing a greater understanding of reality. I believe our goals are not incompatible. We both oppose the Protectorate, and we both wish to preserve Arcadia from ruin. We can help each other. I entreat you to speak with Abbot Newell. He can be found in Golden Ridge at Matriarch's Mercy. He will aid you in your mission, and hopefully, you will see fit to aid us in ours. Nav key coordinates to the Golden Ridge landing pad on Dorado are embedded in this message. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
Reckon we've got our work cut out for us. Let's head to Golden Ridge.
Unspeakable thoughts have to go with the quick mental refreshment.
Commander, the nav key coordinates supplied by the presiding bishop of the order have been verified. Landing in Golden Ridge is now possible. Additionally, we are also able to land in Free Market Station due to the Astrogator's progress with the updates necessitated by its rebuild. Golden Ridge is located on Dorado. It is home to the Alexandra Monastery and Matriarch's Mercy, as well as previously being a center for mining uranium. The Protectorate abandoned it soon after the invasion, leaving Auntie's Choice and the Order of the Ascendant to fight for control of the area and its resources. Free Market Station is an independent marketplace, the only one in the system. It is called such as it was built out of a crashed Auntie's Choice freighter by that name. Agent Ibarra frequented it occasionally after the invasion. He said it was a good place to find newfangled gadgets and stolen prototypes and whatnot. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. As the rebuilding process progresses, old nav keys may be unlocked. Unfortunately, most of them are likely not recoverable.
Times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue. Agitatement stymies untoward inclinations and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate seal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Stand by for further reassuring content.
Here's one you're absolutely sure to enjoy. A Protectorate prescribed favorite.
When the outside tries its best to disrupt us, and the sentinels will always heed the call. It's a blessing. For us here, but a curse for those who near. Sending the sentinels for us all, and faithless subjects
outsider
try to corrupt us. Our guardians will always make them fall. The heroes of the hour, they're full of strength and power. Send in the sentinels for us all. Send them in, they will always win. Send in the sentinels for us all. When the outside tries its best to invade us, our champions will cleanse the streets. Our paradigm preserved when they fight and die and serve. Send in the sentinels for us all. Whether inside,
Not sure we should get any closer.
there's never a doubt. Send in the sentinels for us all. Send in the sentinels for us all.
abundant entertainment delivered with acceptably reassuring vocal inflection. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless.
Neighbors, celebrate your good.
Were you successful? I have tests that can be started immediately if so. What did I tell you? Perfectly safe. Either that or you tolerate Zeranium poisoning like a champ. Good for you. Should you suffer from any lingering symptoms of contamination, visit the medical center and they'll get you squared away. Now, on to business. The device already generates a field exactly as specified, albeit on a very small scale. Still, progress is progress. What's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around the user.
As they say, is that. What's next? Now listen to this.
Capital deduction. Where have you been all my career? You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility, in the Dragoon that's patrolling just outside. You guessed correctly. Our chief mechanist was rather hostile to the idea. So you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier.
And every subject ensures a glorious bounty for all.
Dragoons are a mainstay of our military. The design has been in production for decades. I had a model of one when I was young. All children did. You must have seen the large automech patrolling the interior grounds. That is the Dragoon. I'm sure he's just being cautious. Should Auntie's Choice attack us, we don't want to be caught defenseless. No doubt he also seeks to retain an unspoiled automech, since the others are by now riddled with Zeranium poisoning. Good. A flexible mindset should behoove you on this task. Perhaps the chief mechanist will prove more receptive to your request. Failing that, be prepared to exercise creativity if needed. One last thing. The Dragoon must not be harmed. Not only would the amplifier likely be damaged, but we'd both be summarily executed, assuming we survive the firefight that ensued. Well, off you go. Shoo.
It is here that we thrive. It's out there they all fail. We must trust our community. It's only then that we prevail as one perfect union. A simple people so whole.
This unit's current work task takes priority over conversation. Farewell.
Outsider?
If you need something, kindly make it quick. She and I have been over this 100 times. Please understand. The original staff of this facility were rounded up and refreshed because they couldn't safeguard a protectorate asset. Why should I follow their example by reducing our sole working Dragoon to a pile of unpatriotic scrap? I can't. I won't. That's a fair point. It's not as if they've come back to finish the job. Perhaps they assume we're already beaten. All right, how's about we get the Dragoon situated over here, so I can extract its vital organ? One catalytic amplifier as agreed. I hate to lose another Dragoon, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
As flavorsome as it is conscientious, how would your neighbor feel?
Be seeing you, stranger.
Why, just ask everyone's neighbor Prudence.
Prudence dictates you eat them.
Eden's Bounty Ambrosial Biscuits. Now due to continued research in an even wider array
Well,
of unique...
any closer to obtaining the catalytic amplifier?
Summer duty melon surprise.
Oh, superb. I'm almost tempted to ask how you managed it. But pressing on, just a moment to remove what I need and install it in the prototype. With this gadget, you'll be shielded against more than Zeranium, you know. Damn near everything, as long as it's charged. Now, report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. He's rather impatient to end this crisis so he can turn his focus back to the war. Don't thank me. Just doing my part for the sake of the paradigm, same as anyone.
After several days, months, and even years, nothing fills my heart with joy like turning in my peers. Everything is meant to be aligned and working well. Nobody should fall behind, lest I'm the one to tell. 'Tis neighborly to make an effort and a test, calmly speaking to authority at their behest. Glancing through the cracks and spaces round the door frame, keeping tabs and notes on people can be like a game. Celebrate the good ones, turn in those who stall. It should be a no simple thing to do. Be the merry one who makes the call. Celebrate the submissive who stick to their routine. It should be a no simple thing to do. Turning in your relatives, your friends, your peers, and more. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for. If you see a person sleeping at their station, reporting them will only help improve their dedication. If you see a person with questions much too deep, go and tell on them while they are peacefully asleep. Celebrate the good ones, turn in those who stall. It should be a no simple thing to do. Be the merry one who makes the call. Celebrate the submissive who stick to their routine. It should be a no simple thing to do. Turning in your relatives, your friends, your peers, and more. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for.
Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless presents Red Cloak, the reassuring adventures of a mysterious sentinel who roots out the rot of dangerous thought. Red Cloak.
My erstwhile assistant returns. To what do I owe the pleasure? Until a more convenient date and time.
Ensuring all subjects live in perfection, lockstep with the paradigm. Episode 1, Unwholesome Food for Thought.
Don't let the unhealthy foodstuffs of this eating establishment distract you, fellow Sentinel Dunning. We're deep in Auntie's territory for a reason. To find the Order's spy.
Understood, Sentinel Redcloak. The turncoat is supposed to meet their corporate contact here. Rest assured, my eyes are attentive, even as my... stomach revolts. How these wage slaves survive on this artificial swill is beyond...
Can I get you robust individuals another trough of Anti-Cleo and Pal's Borstwurst? Perhaps an additional flavor packet of emulsified meat shavings.
Thank you. No, food vendor.
Just the meal bill, if you please.
Fine. The food tally comes to 77 bits.
Very well. My companion here will pay.
Plus an additional 25% for utensil rental and byproduct disposal surcharges.
Merciful law. 25%?
What a surprise. I must feed my addiction to needless wares and tawdry luxuries like everyone else in my materialistic society.
These void-damned drones beg for compensation at every turn, Red Cloak. I despise them.
No, Dunning. Pity them. While we have the Sovereign to see to our every want, these bit grubbers must seek angles and scams, burdening others to eke out their empty existence.
How I miss home's abundance.
We'll be home soon enough. Just pay the surcharge, companion. I'll help with the calculation. 25% of 77
You know, I can't recall seeing any of these protectorate types ever run a scale on the show.
Correct methodology for
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Well, maybe I am drunk. Drunk on bold ideas.
You fell your nourished punch. How did you know he was not your true compatriot?
Let's just say it all added up.
Hands where I can see them, Red Cloak.
I knew there was something suspect about you, food vendor. So you're the spy.
Did you hear? The Vox relay has launched into the stratosphere. We are beyond fortunate that no one was injured. Aside from those in the relay itself, I suppose.
The Sovereign, in his infinite wisdom, might show you mercy. I'm not as wise as the Sovereign.
And so our hero Red Cloak exposed the Order sympathizer, only to become ensnared deep in Auntie's territory. Will she escape their corporate clutches? Yes, of course she will. Those who express doubt regarding the abilities of a true and upright Protectorate Sentinel should seek mental refreshment at once. Our hero's reassuring adventures continue in the next episode of I, Red Cloak. It's obligatory listening wireless entertainment.
Consider me uplifted. Let's see what's next. The following song was composed, performed, and recorded under the explicit direction of the Sovereign, and as such reflects his excessively high standards.
Here at the end of it all, it's worth it. No hesitation, no indecision. Taking my final breath in the name of it. My sacrifice to the matriarch's mission. Embracing mortality tests my morality. Sure, the paradigm's planned without pause. It's an honor and a gift, what I'd wish for all. Privilege to die for the cause. And when I can slip away, how peaceful. Thoughts of my neighbors safe at home grinning. They will remember how I reported them tirelessly through to my Paradigm's plan without pause. It's an honor and what I wish for all who live. It's a privilege to die for the cause. Finally, I fulfill my purpose in life. A glorious day. Blown up my mind. A fine way to go.
like the second choice has got a new shipment of swill. Gave it a try. Needs some aging, but not too bad.
What? I was just with Barney. He said we're not getting any new shipments for months. What did he let you try?
Well, I maybe didn't run it by him. It was out of a big metal barrel behind the bar. It said Auntie's finest star wife on it.
That wasn't booze. That was shipwrecks.
Till it slows, but I know every breath and every smile, every step and every mile contributed to something beautiful. The paradigm.
Up to no good.
It's a honor and a gift. I wish for all who live. It's a privilege to die.
That song was for our ever-vigilant sentinels, who, even as I speak, are tirelessly rooting out malcontents and anti-choice sympathizers. More music to aid in your earnest rumination of portentous societal responsibilities.
Keep a low profile. We're trying to run a respectable criminal operation here.
Do you mind if I don't pay you no mind?
10 more bits and I can buy my kid her first gun. Come on, have a heart.
I was under the impression that Free Market Station was open to all. Why am I being accosted?
Free Market Station is open to all, except spies. It's awful suspicious how you've been gallivanting about, asking everyone questions.
I am not a spy. The information I'm collecting here shall be of historical significance someday. Surely you can appreciate that.
Right. And I'm sure that information wouldn't help at all in clearing us out of the station years from now. I'll be watching.
dictates, sit back and leave the thinking to us. This is everyone's...
Buy from me and live to tell your fellows about my store.
Call from earlier
I
announcements.
misplaced a hand grenade.
We'll know in a couple seconds if it's armed or not. Browse all you like. Everything I've got is fine-tuned to perfection. Feel free to go on a murderous rampage with what you buy. It's good publicity.
And concern at the sight of its recent launch.
What would your neighbor think about such heedless disregard for Protectorate communiques?
Especially concerning such important matters.
Prudence dictates everyone listen closely to all official announcements.
And now this.
Another beauteous melody granted by the grace of the sovereign.